Did I lose everybody? Where did everybody go? No, somebody's back. One person's back. Everybody else gave up on me, I guess. Oh, two people back. No worries. Thanks. I don't know what happened there. Like I said, it's the first time live streaming, so I lost internet connection and then everything got fucked. So I'm back. Don't worry. Where's everybody else though? I've been getting questions on Instagram too, so bedtime. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I gotta be up. Perfect. Thanks. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what happened with the internet connection. Just dropped there for a minute. Bedtime for sure. Like I said, I gotta be up tomorrow. I'm hauling out of Rama up in north of Toronto. There, bringing gravel back to our yard. So probably be waking up around 4:30. Head to the shop for 5:30. Get the truck going in on the road by 6. So that's for sure. No, this was fun though. This live streams is pretty cool. Maybe I get a better camera for. I'm using my laptop's camera, but first coffee. Yeah, I got to move in. Be up around 5:30. Yeah, that's the dump trucking world, right? You wake up around 5 o'clock, 5:30 to get to work. Especially me, I live an hour away from where my dump truck's parked, so I got to drive an hour commute to work and then get the truck going. So that's why I wake up at 4:30. Oh, we got 4 people. First coffee. Salvador. First coffee. Yeah. Definitely gotta have a passion for this job to be waking up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's for sure. Usually, if you don't like the job, you don't have a passion for driving. Ain't gonna happen. That's yeah. I wouldn't wake up for at 5 in the morning for an office job. Fuck that. What is the most difficult transmission to drive? Yeah, all of our dump trucks are basically the same. The Freightliner's a C15, Cat C15 engine with 18 speed. They're all 18 speeds. What is it? Unit 35. The one that Leroy drove at the beginning of the season there, that one's a C12. It's a single turbo, smaller engine, the C15. What's the most difficult transmission you drove? I've driven an 88, what was it? 88 Western Star. A buddy of mine started off in trucking and he had a U-shaped transmission. It was weird. It was, he did a circle with the transmission. It was, some people call it the black transmission. Some people, I just thought it was screwed up. It'd be first and then second be right beside it. And then third is like off down in the corner. It's all mixed up. Just good luck grinding gears on that thing. But that was the weirdest transmission I've ever driven. Been 20 years. As soon as I can, I'm out. Yeah, I've been that long. I'm not even half that yet. Like I said, I've been this going on this year will be my eighth year for driving, and I still love it. I wouldn't change a bit. Sounds like a Canadian tranny, probably. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was. Once you get the hang of it, forget about it. You're just relearning the transmission again because you think you got the hang of it, and it was the most messed up transmission. But that truck ended up flipping on the side, so he ended up rolling that truck after a few years. I don't know if the transmission had anything to do with it, but that truck was definitely totaled after 2 years of running that truck. Yeah, see the 8-speed Mac has a U pattern. I don't know, it's weird. Like I've always had the 18-speed Etans, and then I've had automatics here and there. Aren't the new dump trucks auto? Yeah, there's a lot of new ones that are auto. I'd find those boring. I don't know. I like the 18-speed. I love the shift. I love the downshift. And then the automatics suck in the job site. When you get stuck in the mud, you can't rock it in and out of the mud. So, what year is my Sterling? My Sterling is an 05, 05, 06. I'm trying to think. What year is my Sterling? Yeah, it's an 05, 06. They're all just before the DEF. So none of our trucks have DEF, and my boss refused to go with the DEF, which I don't blame him. The DEF is a pain in the ass. 8-speed Road Ranger into granite. 8-speed. Ever stalled in the middle of the intersection? Pretty sure I have. I can't remember. I know when I first started driving, I was a buddy of mine. I went out on the road with him, and I believe I've stalled it on a couple times on the job site. A couple times going to take off, but it's been a while since I stalled an engine. It's hard when you don't. The way those trucks are geared, it's hard to stall. But when you got to load, it's possible. Ever stalled in the middle? Okay, read that one. We got Sterling as plow trucks. They take a beating and hold up. All right, they do. I've never driven a Sterling before this one, so this is the first Sterling I've driven, and it's definitely impressed me. The gearing, everything has impressed me. It's held up. Like the dump truck has never left me on the side of the road. Last year, what happened? Last year, I blew the airbag. I blew 2 airbags last year. I blew one on the driver's side, one on the driver's side last year. But airbags are more common things than anything. Year before that, I broke the drive shaft in the job site, which was lucky. I was in the job site. It got stuck in the rut. Went to go pull out, and the drive shaft exploded. But other than that, I've never had any issues with the engine. Never had any issues with the transmission. So they've been good trucks, solid trucks. Like automatic, not enough power control. Like you're not a real trucker if you're not shifting. I agree with you. That's like I said, the automatics are annoying to me. They're great. They have their purpose. They have the reason, but I like the downshift. I like to be control of the truck. Going down a hill and downshifting with load is a lot. I feel a lot safer than that than riding the brakes all the way down and cooking your brakes. So, ever leave the box up on the road? No, I can't say. I've always double checked, make sure my tailgate's always closed. Uh, Camera's hard to see in the videos, but every once in a while, my hand will go down beside me, and that's me just checking, making sure my tailgate's closed and my box is down. It's a big thing. Even the box will never go up by itself without the PTO engaged, but I always double check and make sure as I'm driving that the lever is for the lever for my box is always down. I always make sure that. What else we got here? Don't like ever leave the box shifting or does not define you as a truck driver. No, it doesn't. The shifting or not shifting does not define you as a truck driver. That's for sure. Oh, we just got a new subscriber. What's up, Peter? I don't know if he's on here, but I know a lot of you guys are brand new. I want to say thank you guys to a lot of you guys. Some of you guys are from day one. I appreciate all you guys. Like this means a lot. I thought I was gonna make a couple videos and my mom's gonna be my #1 fan, but it seems like a lot of you guys like the videos. So engine brake is always on. I don't care if it's a quiet zone or not. I got my engine brake always on. It's just the way I drive it. To slow them down the truck, to slow me down, let people hear me around. A lot of people don't pay attention with their phones and stuff in their earbuds. My truck could get 10 times louder. That's better for me. At least they hear me. I've had people almost sideswipe me and go, I didn't see you. I don't know how you don't see a truck with the 10 wheels on there, but blows my mind. It's all pulling out of a quarry because my boots and mud on the slipped and off the clutch, and then everyone stared at me. I agree. I got my steel toes. For that reason alone, I don't wear steel toes as I'm driving, which I should, but I never do. My steel toes are on the passenger side of my floor. I wear running shoes. I find running shoes comfortable driving, and for that reason, just so my foot doesn't slip off the brake or the clutch or anything like that. Have you ever thought of putting chrome on your truck? Me personally, I don't like chrome. I cannot stand it. Chrome is one of those things, either you spend the time in detailing it and taking care of it, or you don't have it at all. My truck's got the chrome bug deflector, chrome rims and stuff like that. I've tried polishing it here and there, but it's annoying. My personal car, I had a Nissan Titan. I deleted all the chrome. The car I'm driving right now, the Sonata, I deleted all the chrome. I can't stand chrome. It's just my personal view. I don't know. Some people like chicken lights. Some people like chrome. It's preference, right? I have my DZ. I've always had my DZ. I've never gone for my AZ. I've always had my DZ. Chrome don't get you home. I agree. I gotta try to keep. You guys see a lot of the videos. I try to keep the truck clean. Try to keep the truck nice and neat. MTO doesn't bother you that much when the trucks are nice and clean. I got Franco here. Asked me a question on Instagram. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading. The North York. Have you ever considered getting your AZ? No, it's in the first. Franco just asked me if I would ever consider getting my AZ. Yeah, I wanted to at the time. Some of you guys know when I went and got my DZ, I had my son. He was just born, and it was I think $2,000 or $3,000 more to get my AZ. And it was a matter of picking diapers or picking my license, and I just decided to stick with the DZ, and then upgrade later on down the road if I needed it to. Never got a chance, never needed it to, never needed to upgrade. Like I said before, I started dump trucking. I was driving a straight truck across Canada, doing with a moving company. I was driving that, and even then, I didn't need my AZ. But if I get my AZ, then that means I get my AZ if I ever bought my own tractor trailer and then hauled gravel that way. Maybe I might do it then. But as of right now, I don't need my what's an AZ, what's a DZ? Brent Taco, what's an AZ DZ? It's a class of license. It's AZ is for your semi tractor trailers, and then DZ is straight truck for license in Ontario, Canada here. So I don't know. A lot of places are class 1, class 2. I think some places consider it an A license and a B license. A lot of what do you call it? AZ, the brakes endorsement, like I'm calling mine 1IQ. Oh, yeah, the Z part is just your air brakes endorsement. That's all it is. It's if you're able to drive an air brakes dump truck. Peter subscribed. Class 1 tractor trailer, class 3 dump truck. See, yeah, that's what I mean. Like a lot of places are different. Some of the videos I watch on YouTube about trucking, a lot of people consider class 1, class 2, and I'm same thing. I get confused. But an AZ is the way I look at it is AZ is tractor trailer, and then DZ is straight truck. So that would be Ian Smith says class 1 is tractor trailer, class 3 is dump truck. Gotcha. Started calling it a class A, class B. They used to call it class 1, class 2 back in the day. Yeah, they used to. Yeah, AZ you could do everything. You could. I think the only thing you can't do here with an AZ is drive a bus with passengers. You could drive a bus, but you can't drive a passenger. That's like me. I could drive a bus right now, but I won't be able to haul carry passengers. They don't. I don't know. That's a different class of license you need it for that. AZ, I agree. In a way, I wish I got it back in the day, but like I said, now I got my DZ. Don't really have a need for it. I'm happy with the dump trucking, so no problem. I like the freight. Yeah, I agree. Like I got, like I said, it's a lot of people that drive AZ, they drive long haul and they're home away. With my straight truck, this is an American. With the dump trucking, you get to go home at the end of the night, right? So I'd love. Now it's 6K. Yeah, it's definitely got a. Even around here, they got a lot stricter, a lot crazier with the trucking license. A lot of people made mistakes, so it's a lot more money. Have you ever seen a dump truck? I've never seen it happen in front of me. I've seen the aftermath of it. I've seen a couple of dump trucks. I used to work at a spring shop doing suspension work on dump trucks and the tractor trailers. I've seen a dump, like I've seen the aftermath of it and whatnot. It can be pretty crazy. To my license, yes. I think here too, class with the D's that are like class D license. I think you can drive cement mixers here too. Pretty sure you can still consider a straight truck. Class one drive that allows you to drive anything but a motorcycle. I paid 6K for my AZ in Ontario through MELT program. See, this thing, I don't know if we had the MELT program when I started it back in the day. Here in BC, there are one tractor trailers. Class one, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Here in, hey, George, how's it going? I just saw your message there. Here in BC, class one is the class that are one tractor trailer, two buses, two dump truck. Yeah. No tanker endorsement. I don't know. I've never Ian Smith, no tanker endorsement. I have no idea. I don't know if they got. I know they got to do dangerous good handling certification, but other than that, I don't know what license they would need. Melt started in June. Yeah, it makes sense because I know that's a lot. That's when a lot of accidents, a lot of issues happen. But like I said, 7 years ago, it was a lot easier to get your trucking license and dump truck license. I know it was it was a class on the weekend. Was it one weekend? Saturday, Sunday, I went in, got my D endorsement. Next weekend, we went back and I think we got my air brakes course or whatever. Got that done. Okay, sorry. Dangerous good, no different license required. 1,000K to. Yeah, I agree. It definitely jumped. Like I said, there's a lot of people that made a mistake. A lot of people they're cracking down on us drivers now, so which is a good thing. I don't see why they wouldn't crack down. My family drives on these roads. My kids drives on these roads. I want everybody to be safe. Everybody needs to go home, right? So I agree. There's definitely a lot more schooling, a lot more classes should be enough. Should be done. Enough about trucks. Canadian women or American women. Enough with trucks. Canadian women or American women. I've had a couple of Canadian girlfriends. But I've never trying to think. Never been with an American, so I wouldn't know. Let me guess. You want the TDDS? What's a TDDS? Yes, I went to Toronto truck driving school. There was something there. That's for sure. I even got in an argument with one of the instructors. Not an instructor. They gave me a school bus to drive. They gave me a school bus to drive, and the instructor that was on the school bus with me, I told him off and I parked the truck. I did my mouth there. I gotta do this. Yeah. No, other than that, their classes, the Toronto truck driving school, I have no problems with them. Their in classes were amazing. Learned a lot. Their airbase endorsement there, I did there. It was amazing. On the road, like I said, at the time, they gave me a school bus to drive for my road test. And before that, they gave me a couple, what was it, 3 hours practice time on the school bus to learn. Like, there's an automatic school bus with windows. Like, how hard a fucking minivan is. That's all it is to me. It's no different than a dump truck. No, it's totally different than a dump truck than driving a school bus. But the instructor, when we went on the road and we were driving, he was on the phone the whole time, talking to his wife in his language, and I just parked the truck and I went home. I said, "I'm like this. I got better things to do." And in BC, the short bus is considered the. You too, Ian. Take care. We'll see you later. Be safe. I know it's getting late there. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. I'm having fun. This is all right. But I know back in the day, people used to tell me they used to get their AZ with a pickup truck and a horse trailer, as long as it met the right requirement. I know a buddy of mine way back in the day. That's how he got his license, with a Ford F-150 and a horse hauler. That's all. They gave him his AZ, which I thought was crazy. Yeah, those buses they have at the Toronto truck driving schools are something, that's for sure. Do they still offer the school bus as a to do your road test, or does it have to be like a straight truck or a dump truck now? That's actually harder because you have to back up a trailer. Yeah, no, they did the pickup truck and horse trailer for your AZ license back in the day. I know they don't do it anymore. They don't allow it anymore. Yeah, that's a year ago. That's pretty good. That's pretty interesting. That's another thing. I think they should make you mandatory drive a dump truck for your road test. I don't understand this bus thing. Like I said, a bus is totally different. They gave me an automatic bus to drive my DZ back then, and after driving for what was it, 3 or 4 years before that, like I said, I drove a straight truck, 5-ton straight truck, before I got my DZ. Buses for class 2 here, yeah. They call it a B license here. Because there's A was tractor trailer, B is bus, and then DZ is a straight truck. FC, hey Ali, do you know any company that takes on new DZ drivers in the GTA? No, I don't know. A lot of the guys trying to think. I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no either. It's hard to like. I know moving companies. That's how I started. So I started with the moving companies in the GTA area. I was with Lero Moving. I don't think they're around anymore. Road testing a vehicle. Appreciate the class license you're testing for. I agree with you. If you're going for a dump truck, you should be driving a dump truck. If you're going for a tractor trailer, you should be driving it, not a school bus or a fucking U-Haul truck. Every 5 years we got to do a medical. Every 5 years we got to do a medical. I just did mine recently, and all I do is piss in a cup, and they tell me my protein levels are too high, and then they let me drive still. That's another thing that's a joke. It's hard for us newbies. Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely not easy. It's who you know in the business, who you know, who you talk to, right? So, like I said, a lot of moving companies. It's not easy work. Moving companies is hard work. You're up and down stairs moving people's house out, but it gets you in the foot. Drive their truck for a year, and then maybe you could move up from there. Thank you, brother. No problem. No problem, man. Bus tandem body job tandem truck, whatever. Yeah. I agree. The only way to get your AZ and go team long haul is with the trainer. That's the only way. Experience. Yeah, like here it's a random medical test. I agree. They should do random medical test. It's a lot of weight you're pulling. You should be able to be healthy and not on drugs or anything like that. So, but yeah, I think here it's every 5 years. I did mine. I just did one this year. Check your pulse, check your heart, piss in a cup, and you're on your way again. I I'm sure, yeah. What is it? I had multiple job offers when I first got my license. Now I have the dump truck position I wanted. I'm down at least. Yeah, I turned down a bunch of jobs. I know a lot of people come up to me. I was having a conversation with one driver. He's got his own truck and he wanted me to drive. And I told him pretty much, I'm like, you're gonna have to beat what I'm making hourly, and then I'll come over. But he wasn't. He wanted to pay me $20 an hour. I wouldn't even look at your truck for $20. I appreciated $20, but like what I'm making now, I'm not gonna cut my pay to go down, right? So I agree. Canada and U.S. laws are way different. SG 25 was 25 an hour. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I still what I'm making as a driver right now. I don't know if I'd take 25. It would be hard. I'd have to like it come down to the boss. Like my boss at where I work it's amazing. I can't complain about that guy. He doesn't micromanage. He's not up my ass in what I'm doing. He just sends me a quick text message, job, where it's going, and then that's it. Our MAAW weight is 70,000 in the US. Orchard videos. My school district wants me to get my class 2 paid training, and paid is awesome. Well, for sure. Anything paid is awesome. Sorry, Max. What's sorry, Max? What are we going with that one? But yeah, with us, like that's what we're doing. Like I know Leroy's not coming back this year with us. We usually have whoever's working with us. They jump in the passenger seat for a few days, and then I'll let them jump in the driver's seat, and we'll move back and forth from there. No, in BC they usually want an unreasonable commitment. People ask me for coffee. What happened to the new guy? He ended up moving. Leroy ended up moving further up north. He lived up in the Barrie area, so he moved apparently further up north, and he's not coming back with us. He just we had a safety meeting, a driver's meeting with Lafarge a couple of weeks ago, and he wasn't attending. And I asked my boss, and he's not coming with us. We got another guy starting with us. Hopefully this guy that's starting with us. He's done long haul. He's been doing long haul for about a good handful of years, and he wants to stay local anymore. He doesn't want to do the long haul. He wants to go home at the end of the night, so he wants to get into dump trucking. Lucky guys. Yeah, I know. Like our company, we won't. My boss doesn't hire anybody that doesn't have experience. Not not just trucking experience. Like trucking experience is different, but brand new drivers. It's. I feel for you guys. Like I said, if any delivery company, any moving company, if you get your foot in through that way, do it that way. Here they're begging for long haul drive. Long haul not what it used to be. That's for sure. G SG. I have my AZ and wants Ontario and some long haul experience and want to switch local dump truck. That's the new guy that's coming on board with us. That's what he's doing. He's been doing long haul and he wants to go home at the end of the night, sleep in his own bed, which I don't blame him. That's what I rather do. So I know long haul's changed a lot. Message restricted. Why is that message restricted? Video rookie. I don't know. It says one of your messages restricted. Or even cement trucks. Cement trucks are not bad. I've never done it. I've never got the opportunity to drive a cement truck or looked into it, but I wouldn't mind a cement truck. You get to go home at the end of the night, right? You work your 10, 12 hours and you go home. SJ, it's hard to just keep trying, SJ. I don't know what to tell you. Uh like I said, delivery companies. Look at the delivery company, start with smaller delivery trucks and work your way up, I guess. Because my first job ever driving a truck was a mobile watch center, driving a 3-ton straight truck for a mobile watch guy and watching semis. That was my first time. Go to Swift. This is, them pictures on Swift definitely keep us entertained, don't they? But like I said, I driven first truck I driven 3-ton was a mobile watch center. Went to a moving company. Did the moving company for about 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years, and then I started driving for somebody else, just for not even a full season, half a season. And I left there. The guy never took care of his trucks and never looked after his drivers, so I left there. That didn't last long. That's when I ended up buying my own dump truck after that. Swift is not in Canada. Their trailers and trucks are. Do they have a? I don't know if Swift has a head office in Canada. Never looked into it. We're going on almost an hour. Yeah, I bought my own dump truck. When was that? 2018. I'm trying to think when I bought my dump truck. I sold it in 2014. 2012? 2012 I bought my own dump truck. 2001 Peterbilt 359 C15 engine with the 18 speed. I bought that one for 45,000. Big mistake. Cracked frame. I bought it. I thought I could fix it. Cracked frame. Had 2 million kilometers on it. And what else was there? A couple of airlines and whatnot. Fixed the airlines. Fixed the cracked frame. Cracked frame alone will cost me $8,000 to replace. To fix the frame on that one. And then getting it on the road and safety and insured and stuff. Yeah. If you're new, get a local job, driving around and around the city, backing up, etc. Yeah, that teaches you a lot. I agree with that. But yeah, I drove my truck for a few years. Like I said, 2 million kilometers. I ended up selling it because the engine needed rebuilding. The bottom half ended up needing rebuilding. 2 million kilometers. I had to rebuild the whole engine. It was around 25,000 to replace that. And I ended up selling the truck after that. I had a phone call. Can't do that right now. What else? What other messages are going on? More messages? Get a logo. Like I said, if I go on my own, do as an owner operator, I'd buy a fleet of trucks. What's going on here? Will Shannon. Who's this? This account's private. I don't know. I don't know who that is. So why did you buy your own truck? Why I bought my own truck is a touchy subject. It used to be my dad's old truck. My dad drove a truck. He was retiring, moving back to Turkey. That's where I was born. And he was selling his truck. And him pretty much, instead of giving his son a chance or anything, I ended up buying the truck off him for 45,000. And I thought it was a deal at the time when I was looking around. But he didn't know the frame was cracked. I didn't know the frame was cracked until we got the safety done. So I agree. I wouldn't. I just bought a dash camera because of these fools. I agree. I wouldn't drive my truck without a dash camera. What kind of trailer can you pull with a dump truck with a DZ? You can't. You can't. You won't be able to. They won't. Your class of license won't allow you to pull a trailer with a dump truck. I know our dump trucks can. We got a tandem axle trailer where we put our excavators on there. We pull those, but I won't be able to drive it. It would you have to be the owner himself. But yeah, I had actually here. I don't know if you can see that. That's my son with the dump truck I used to own. That one there. 01 Peterbilt. That's my old dump truck I used to have. I don't know if I got any pictures of it. Not around here. No, I don't. I know with the AZ you could pull a trailer and the excavator and everything like that. Yeah, we're down to 9 people now. Keep going up and down. You guys like this live stuff? If it's electric brakes. Yes, yeah, I've never looked into the trailers with the DZ. Sure, you're allowed to. That's the thing. I have no idea. I'm not. I can comment on it, but I wouldn't know for sure. The Peterbilt, I think they're gorgeous. Can't drive past the Peterbilt without staring at it. That's for sure. When the box is up in the air, is it an audible alert? No, there's a light on my dash. The light comes on. Was it on my dash? That's well, the PTO. When the PTO's on, the lights on. The light comes on, but there's no audible in my alert. The thing is, like those people that drive with the boxes up in the air, I don't get that. Like, how do you not use your mirrors? Like your mirrors are there. I'm always looking at my mirrors. Like I don't know how you don't see that box. Using there should be. If you put the phone down, you'd notice the box up there. I don't know. Like there's too many distractions. Some of those people in the drivers, you see them. They got their headsets on. They got everything on. It's not double checking. Like I said, when I drive, my hand's always on my switch for my box to go up and down. I always have it on, making sure it's even. When I'm just randomly driving, just make sure it's always down. Have I ever forgot to? It's happened. I forgot to close the tailgate. That's happened too. Get loaded up in the quarry, and then next thing you know, the loader operator guy is sitting there yelling at you over the CB saying that you forgot to lock your tailgate. That's happened. It's leaving the PTO on, but you notice that right away. As soon as you start driving, the truck drives a little different. LOL, new Canadians. I always forget the PTO on. LOL. It's one way to burn it out, I guess. Even the diff locks. It's not good to drive with the diff locks on. I know a lot of companies disconnected diff locks, but I've left the diff locks on and drove down the road and then go to take a corner and the whole truck's hopping around the corner. That's for sure. Mistakes happen. There's always 100 things around you on a job site, especially you got the job site super yelling at you here and there. You got all the other guys to watch out for and stuff like that. Forgetting to close the tailgate or forgetting PTO is that happens. Larry Bird, what's up, brother? Love the videos. Thanks, man. Just trying to start my trucking career. It's definitely a career, that's for sure. I don't know what that was. Fuck off. Live and learn. Live and learn, that's for sure. What's the best way? We talked about this earlier in the message. Best way is delivery trucks. If you could find a job in a delivery company, driving delivery trucks, that's the best way to go. Like I said, I did a mobile wash for a trucking company, washing trucks, and then I went to a moving company, drove straight truck for them, and then got into trucking from there. I was overloaded. Yeah, and that's another way to figure have the tailgate open too. This guy. Do you guys like these live videos? Should we do it every once in a while? I'm having fun with this. Let me try this beer though. Oh, what did I just tap? Yeah. Okay, maybe we can do this every other week or something like that. Do a live video. I know I started a lot late today. I had my son earlier today. I had to drop him off at home and then make it back. So no one's going to pay you for training to sit in. We pay our guys to sit in the dump truck. So not don't say no one. I know, but that's like I said, that's got to be experience. Like the new guy that's coming with us, he's going to be sitting in my truck for a week to 2 weeks. He's like I said, driven long haul. He's never driven dump truck, so he doesn't know job site. He doesn't know the box, how the box works, and stuff like that. He's gonna learn that, but he gets paid for that whole time sitting there. But like I said, usually after a day two, the second day, I'll usually switch with him, and I'll just sit in the passenger seat and let him drive, and then tell him what his mistakes are and what he could be doing better. Dump the whole load and get reloaded. That's one way to do it. I know Leroy. That's what he used to do. I've gotten good at it. What I'd actually do is when I'm overloaded, is I'll lift the box up about 4 or 5 feet and then back up and slam on the brakes, and then just half a ton would fall out of the truck, and then I can go back there, clean out the tailgate, and close it back up like that. You have a new message from George. George is messaging me on Facebook. I just got that on as an email. It's way too. Yeah, it's way to interact with your subscribers. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I appreciate all you guys. I try to reply back to all the comments you guys leave. I know there's some of them I read, and then something else happens, and then I get distracted and never get back to it. But how long have you driven truck? How long have I driven dump truck? I want to say around 12 years I've been driving truck, and then about 7 of those, like I said, going on my 8th year, I just got my D's at 8 years ago. But before that, I was driving straight trucks and 5-ton trucks and stuff like that. It's easier said than done. There's 30 trucks in front of you waiting. The way I look at it, if there's trucks waiting, there's trucks waiting. At the end of the day, you're safe, right? Slick Point 225, yo, what's up? What do I got going on with my phone? I got messages from everywhere now. Yeah, the new guy, he's been driving for. He said he's been driving a lot longer than me. Apparently, he's been driving for almost 10 years, long haul, and he's getting into the dump trucking thing. 31 minutes ago. Hey George, I just got your message now. It's like you're live. That's cool. Just got your message there. Yeah, I put a post on Instagram asking if people wanted to. Like I said I got no video this Sunday. Didn't end up working this week, so I figured I'd do a live post for you guys. That way, you guys get something, right? How many guys blow the clutch brakes? What do you mean by blow the clutch brakes? Long haul doesn't mean it's automatic. No, long haul, there's a lot less shifting, that's for sure. You just get on the highway and. SJ, call me when you have an auto truck. You want me to call you when you have an auto truck? All right, I said earlier. Oh, that's for sure. I've had a few phone calls too. And I've had a few people ask me for jobs and stuff like that. This new guy, that's how he ended up getting a job. I've met him here and there. He's a good guy. And he asked me if I know anybody. I said, when I first told him, I said, I'm like, no, we got Leroy. And we're not looking for anybody. But then I just found out a couple of weeks ago. Oh, excuse me. that Leroy is done with us. Video rookie. I agree with you. We've last year before Leroy started, we had one guy, not one guy. There was a handful of guys that call us and find our ads in the paper and ask her if our trucks were automatics, and we'd say no, and then they hang up with us. They wouldn't even like attempt to be interested in the job. They would just call, "Hey, your truck's automatic?" Nope, and then they just hang up. It's like the shit that's on the road is scary. I agree. There's a lot of crazy and scary people. Half of them don't speak English. Yeah, that's true. It's hard to find reliable drivers. Find a reliable driver, you got to find somebody that's passionate about it. That's for sure. If they're not, if there's no passion for it, if they're there just for the paycheck, those guys are going to cause you nothing but headaches. That's what we usually base ours on. Leroy was passionate about the job. He loved driving trucks. He was a good guy. There's a lot he could have learned. Yeah, even with Leroy. Leroy came from a roll-off company. He didn't come. I don't think he drove a dump truck, but he did pretty good. Any advice? Okay, this is messages are going crazy. All of a sudden, I feel like I had like 200 people coming. Any advice learning how to drive manual truck? Just starting to drive. Larry Bird, can you drive a manual car or a street bike? Can you drive one of those? I think driving manual truck is a lot easier than manual car. That's the way I look at it. I did the manual training in the TDDI, but still uncomfortable, scared installing in the middle of an intersection with no oncoming traffic. I agree. It's but you got to learn. Actually, you got to learn somewhere. It's stalling the truck and this and that. Like I said, I've stalled. I've stalled going uphill, which is the scariest thing. Being loaded, going up a steep hill, and stalling out the truck and then rolling backwards. That's one of the scary. 20 years ago, no driving school was told my training to wake me up when we get to Calgary. Basically, taught myself automatic. Yeah, that's how my instructor was too. He was on the phone with his wife talking about dinners and stuff, and I just parked the truck. Not much passion anymore. Times have changed. It sucks, but no helps. Ija. OTR trucking. No much, not much passion anymore. Times have changed. It sucks. I agree. There's more drivers out there that are just there for a paycheck than there for a passion. Like I said, I got my bills covered, and then after that, I'm happy with what I do. Homer Simpson. Hey, Ali, what's your take on OTR? Over the road trucking, long haul. Is that what you mean by Homer Simpson OTR over the road? A lot of guys that caused the pileup on the 402 were from Brampton. I agree. A lot of the drivers from Brampton, a lot of them drink on the job, which is a sad thing to me. I think there's no excuse for driving a car, driving a truck. There's no reason to be drinking. That's pathetic to me. I have no respect for anybody that drinks and drives. Like that's your livelihood. Why would you risk that? A couple of years ago, here up in St. Catharines, one driver left his box up in the air and took out the Skyway Bridge or whatever. Again, drunk. Your life's ruined. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Yes, my car is manual, but it's different. It's different. It is different. There's a little things. Like I said, I don't know. My brother's got a manual car, and I find that harder to drive than the dump truck. I find the dump truck easier to drive manual. But there's no clutch in between. Like it's when you're driving a manual dump truck, it's clutch at takeoff and clutch when you come to a complete stop. Other than that, there's no clutch. It's just float the gears and put them in there. That was a 2 day, 3 day course. Yeah, Brent Taco, man up, bro. This is a tough industry. They don't care if you're scared or not. Will they hire you if you're like, yeah, true. A lot of people don't care, don't give two shits. Homer Simpson, yeah, OTR. I'm cool with it. Not for me. Like I said, trucks, all trucks are a passion, but I rather go home at the end of the night. I like sleeping in my own bed, having friends. Like I said, I've done long haul for a while with the moving company, going all over Canada and stuff like that. And loneliness is definitely a one thing. You got to be okay with loneliness, being a long haul driver. As long as SJ, as long as it's not team, because you won't get sleep with no truck moving. Yeah, yeah, over the road, long haul trucking is worth it because it's easy to get you and I. And the dump truck is hard to get into. I agree with you. Long haul is a lot easier to get into. The way I see it, you could always drive the day cab and everything like that. And, shunt trailers around in and around town too, right? So it's definitely a lot easier. It's scary some of the people that drive out there, but you get to the pit, goes to check it out on the radio, and you need to learn Punjabi. I see what Punjabis. I don't think they use a CB. I don't know. They don't seem to know how to work it. It just boggles my mind. You give you give to always to be aware if you're surrounded in the dump truck, especially on the job site. What's your max load on the track? Well, my max load is 36 tons. I can't carry no more than 36 tons, but we always leave it at 35.5 just to be on the safe side with fuel. My tanks are full and whatnot, or if I get jump in the scale and I'm at 35.4 with empty tanks, and I get fuel. It's good videos. Shout out. Thanks, Flex. Love you guys out in the States and New York, New Jersey. It's crazy where all you guys are from. Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about, video rookie. There's New York, yeah. Do I have a cool name? I think your name is hilarious. I never thought I'd be followed by Homer Simpson, but here I am talking to Homer Simpson. Yeah, definitely a cool name. Larry Bird, what do you do during the winter day? What do I do during the winter time? I have I don't know. It's for the last few years I sat around, helped buddies here and there. This year I kind of started something new. I do a little side job making automotive decals. You know, the decals on doors on trucks and stuff like that, making those. I actually made this shirt. Just started making these shirts. So I don't know if you guys like see the back there. The shirts are on Patreon if you guys are interested. That way, if anybody donates on Patreon, I could always give back. I think I got stickers. Where did I put stickers? I don't have any stickers here around here. I have them on my coffee cup. There's one right here. I also got these stickers here for you guys. So, but other than that, wintertime, I just relax and chill. I spend more time with my son. So that's what I do. Video key, take care, man. See you later. Drive safe. Like for money, Larry Bird. What do I do for money? Uh, they call it EI here, insurance, unemployment insurance. It's we're seasonal, right? So Canada, living in Canada, I know a lot of construction guys that do it too, where they work summer and in the winter time. They'll take unemployment insurance, EI. That's what I do for money. But like I said, I just started this side hustle this year, so working here and there. For sale, Emily, the shirts are on Patreon. That's where I put the shirts and everything like that. The stickers, the shirts, and Patreon. They're on Patreon. I don't have a website. Uh, Back in these days, definitely backing up a trailer because of the multiple obstacles in the shooter. That's for sure. How old are you, Mr. Handsome? How old am I? You mentioned your son. I am 33. 33 years old. My son is 7 years old. Would I ever want my son to do this? It's up to him, but the way technology is going, is there going to be trucking in the future? All Elon Musk and all them other guys are going to they're going to be driving themselves. My son's up to him, whatever he wants to do. I'll support him. It's not going to bother me. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to have a father and son trucking company. You know what I mean? A couple of trucks and stuff like that, and me and him both run it. Emily, life is awesome. Keep it up. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this more often. Let's show you back up. This stuff is awesome. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this live stream stuff more often. I think maybe every other week we'll do a live stream or something like that. It's nice to talk to you guys and see you guys. Definitely. Like I said, he's 7 years old. One day he wants to be a toy inventor. The next day he wants to be a scientist, and then something else. A couple days later, he loves a truck. He's been in my truck a couple times. I've taken him out for a couple of rides here and there, but he's like me. Trucks, fast cars, motorcycles. I love them all. Right? He's the same way too. Nah, trucks driving themselves well. Yeah, I was gonna say, try to get a truck to drive by itself on a job site. Good luck with that one when they're talking about truck driving. My non-existent son's gonna be a lawyer, so he can put me in his nice house. Hopefully, this is not what we all want, right? Okay, hey Chevy boy, that's now that makes sense. That makes sense now. What else was there? Somebody said something about backing up. Oh, backup. Like I said, playing with my son this weekend. It's over the winter. That's all I do. Just hang out with him, chill with him. Because summertime, even though I get to see him every other weekend, it's I'm drained by the end of the week, doing 10 to 12 hour days. Oh, trying to. Anybody else? Everybody's pretty much gone, aren't they? What is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock here. I think it's bedtime. But yeah, I think that's we're gonna call it quits. We've been here on for an hour and a half. If you guys are cool with that, I'm gonna head out, go to bed. I think it's getting that time, so still gotta brush my teeth and everything. It's 10 o'clock. Gotta be up for 4:30. I'm making a video tomorrow. I'll be driving tomorrow, so we'll have a video up this coming up Sunday. What time you usually wake up? I wake up at 4:30, and the only reason is because I live an hour away from where the dump truck's parked. I live. Some people might know this. I live in Kitchener-Waterloo, and my dump truck's parked in Woodbridge. So I drive an hour away to my dump truck. I don't live locally. I used to live in Toronto. I moved out of Toronto just a year and a half ago. I moved out, and housing's cheaper out to the side here. Have you ever picked up the wrong material and dropped it off? I have, and I've denied it. I've just said, I don't know what you're talking about. Just played it stupid, just to get away with it. You know how Highway 7 has no dedicated right-hand turn? Yeah. How's the DOT over here? They're all right. They're not too bad. I notice if you stay on top of your truck clean, keep your truck clean, they don't give you a hard time. The multicolored truck and the multicolored rims and tires you have, then they give you a hard time here with the trucks. No dedicated right hand turn lane. Yeah, yeah, I know that. Like I gotta just to pull into my work, I gotta do a U-turn every time I get to work. I can't make a pull into my work on Highway 7 there. But like I said, I love you guys. I appreciate all you guys. I'm off to bed. Bike lanes. Hey, we all got to share the road, right? So that's shit. You sound like you're from in and around the area. Maybe one day I'll get to run into you. Then we run into you on the road and say what's up to you. But like I said, I'm off to bed, guys. It was nice talking to you guys. You too, man. Good night. Shiny side up, rubber side down, right? See you guys.